Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Mornings on Main. We have an exciting episode here today. I have an amazing guest speaker. We are going to be talking about a quintessential Downtown Ocala event. So stick with us. Special word from our sponsor.
Do it. Come on.
Hi, I'm Janine Plummer with the Crystal Snook Real Estate Group. I'm proud to be from Ocala and I truly love this community. That's why I'm excited to sponsor the Ocala Main Street podcast, supporting local stories, local businesses, and the place we call home.
Thank you so much to all of our sponsors, our Fantastic 15 for your support year-round for Ocala Main Street, and to Crystal Snook Realty and Janine Plummer for their support of the Mornings on Main podcast. So welcome to our special guest. I have with me one of my besties, but also with the City of Ocala, Recreation and Parks. And what is your title again?
Special Services Division Head.
And what is it that you do?
Essentially, our team manages and implements the majority of all of city organized events, including Light Up Ocala.
We're talking about today. So I was so excited because a couple of weeks ago, I posted a video of the lights starting to show up in Tuscaloosa. And it's like we always look out for the bucket trucks. That's how I know. And it's always post FAFO, really, because FAFO is kind of the beginning of fall and holiday
season. Yeah.
Right. So tell us a little bit about, because I think for the general public, there's a season without the lights, and then it's Light Up Ocala, the lights come on, and then they're up through the new year. And I don't think people really understand what is involved to put on an event of this size, but also the amount of lights and all of the work that goes behind the scenes to lead up to that big event. So tell us a little bit about what that looks like for you on a yearly basis.
So we start planning for Light Up Ocala, the event, usually in the springtime, by working with our sponsors, by putting out vendor applications, coordinating all of our entertainers and our demonstrators and our street performers.
Yeah.
So we start that early in the process then. And then as we get closer to the event, we kind of tie down the little things, the little details. We have the Junior Sunshine Parade.
Yes.
So we get all the youth groups and the kids groups that come in scheduled for that. And then all the student performances too that we do over at Citizen Circle.
So fun.
So those things are usually done a little bit closer to the event because we typically wait for the school season to start.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right. And that's usually when the teachers and the facilitators kind of know what they're doing.
Right.
But with the lighting, that's a little bit different, and it's done very strategically.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big proponent of, maybe not a big proponent. I would say one of my pet peeves is, to the store right now.
Yes.
And all the fall stuff is gone, and Christmas is up before Halloween even comes, right?
Right.
So we try to be very cognizant of which decorations are up at which time of the day. So it's very strategic. So, we get through the FAFO Arts Festival, and to us, that kind of kicks off its fall season. Yeah. And this year, we actually did some fall decorations downtown. So our team was responsible for doing all the fall decorations. And we look forward to trying to amplify that in years to come. So all the fall leaves are up and the garland is up. Yeah. Behind the scenes, we kind of have our contractor coming through and they're trimming the trees and they're getting kind of the items prepared to be wrapped or to be decorated for the Christmas holiday season.
Right.
And then once we kind of get through the arts festival, now is when you will see things really starting to change over a lot more. We'll do all of the lights and all the oak trees downtown, all of the palm trees. And then as we progress through and get closer to the event, then you'll see the giant Christmas tree will go up, all of the garland and the wreath, the things that are very obvious Christmassy because as you get closer, you still want to preserve that fall feeling.
Sure.
But there's so much to do. So it takes weeks and it's in segments of crews coming out to install these different sections because it's not just downtown.
Yeah.
It's also here in Tuscaloosa.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So tell us a little bit about kind of the footprint of the event, because I know a lot of people watching probably have attended Light Up Ocala,
Mhm.
but maybe it's been a couple of years because the event has grown in scale,
Mhm.
right? And for anybody that's new to the area that may be experiencing it for the first time, what does the event itself look like? And then I want to talk to you about lights. Because I was so excited to see that there's like an expansion, if you will.
So, the event itself, I grew up here
Yeah.
and it used to just be the square,
Right.
or sometimes the backside of City Hall, which
Mhm.
wasn't Citizen Circle at the time.
Right, right.
And as downtown has kind of grown and evolved and expanded, we have tried to expand the event and expand the footprint of even the lighting and the decor through that area.
Right.
So right now, I would say since at least the past 10 years, maybe a little bit longer, we've actually go over State Road 40.
Yeah.
So we're in the north side of State Road 40 in that midtown area that is slowly but surely
Yep,
kind of being
developing.
developed and coming up. So we incorporate that idea. So we have a whole other food vendor zone over there. We have our primary kid zone is over there.
Right.
Last year we brought in a skee ball carnival trailer, so that will be back again this year.
Oh,
Super fun. We have a street party. We have
yeah,
these
I love those like jumping.
acrobats, and they are all decorated in their themes,
Yeah.
and they're jumping and they're flipping and they're stacking chairs and they're climbing
It's
up
so
all over
cool.
them. And then they have a DJ, so
Mhm.
they kind of have like music and stuff going on like in between those shows.
Yeah.
So we definitely activated a little bit more on the north side
Yeah.
just so it's not so condensed. So you can go and enjoy yourself for a few hours and
Yeah.
walk the whole event zone and experience different pockets of performances and vendors
Yeah.
all throughout. And it's not so concentrated in the one area.
Yeah. And I do love it. Like on the city website, you can find the map
Mhm.
of where all the performances are happening and then
Mhm.
a full schedule of events as
Mhm.
well. And you guys provide shuttle transportation.
Yes, so we have 4 shuttles. Um, 2 shuttles are actually ran by our Suntran
Right,
Transit.
right.
And so one comes from the MTI school parking lot,
Mhm.
and then the other one comes from the ED Kroski Recreation
Yeah.
Center. And then we have some minibus shuttles, which are really similar to the O-Line trolley right now.
Yep.
And those run from here in Tuscaloosa. We'll run those from the parking lot here and kind of down like a shorter circuit to
Yeah.
sort of help those in closer proximity get to the event. So we have some a little bit further away and we have some a little bit closer
Yeah.
just to kind of help people have multiple options for getting to the event because we know that parking is a challenge
Yeah,
downtown.
for sure, for sure. Especially because what is the attendance for this event?
We estimate around 30,000
That's
people come
insane.
in.
That's insane.
Mhm.
And just from, like a comparison perspective, if you were out at FAFO, they think that's probably what, like 11
No, it's
a day?
1,000
It's a day
whole
with the
weekend.
weekends, right, right. So it's like one
Mhm.
evening, all condensed, 30,000 people.
Mhm.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
It's so fun though.
And and it's everybody. We have some really great drone footage from our photographer last year from Nathan.
Yeah.
And you can see they have a photo that is taken right after the lights go on. You can see the density and the crowd of how many people are really there. And that's just the one block. We have all these other side blocks that the
Mhm.
event goes off of. And we actually do, I would say something that people may not know is for the last 2 years, we've had a screen up at Citizen Circle. And so if you're not able or don't want to be in the crowd
Yeah.
over at the square, you can actually stay at Citizen Circle and watch the countdown live streamed over to see the lights come on.
That's so good to know
Mhm.
because it is hard, I think, with the little, sometimes they get really excited. At least mine
For
are
sure.
insane.
It's a little overwhelming,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be and all those people. But I will say, like, that is the best part, though. Having everybody count down, seeing everybody's faces when the lights go
It's so
on, it's the best
magical.
part.
It really is. So you have the big tree there, and then you'll have the stage on the gazebo
Yes.
on the square. And then talk to us about like performance schedules and like the timing of it. Like when can people start arriving in downtown, and when does like the show really get going?
So really, we start right off the bat. This year the event starts at 3 o'clock, so we're 3 to 8. And we will kick off the event with the Junior Sunshine Parade.
Okay.
So the parade will step off at 3 o'clock. We start right in front of the Marion Theater and kind of do a loop. We go above the square. We kind of come back around and end over by Big Hammock Brewery.
So fun.
And that's usually kind of like the kickoff. You get to see all the kids. They're all dressed up. They're singing their songs.
Yes.
We have the OPD mounted unit will lead the parade this year. And then we have Santa who comes at the tail end and one of the OEU bucket trucks. It's a little special.
Oh, that's so cute.
Because of course OEU, now I know most folks probably have seen that we have a contractor that comes out and does a lot of the lights, but we still have OEU does a portion of the lights, and they still preserve the tradition of doing the lights on the downtown square
Oh,
for their
wow.
large oaks. So the big canopy lighting that you
Yep.
see, our electric department still goes out there and they still power those trees for us. So they really put in a lot of effort
Yeah.
to maintaining that all year round and through
Yeah.
the holiday season. So we kind of do a little nod back to them to have like a really fun decorated green bucket truck.
That's so cute.
And Santa loves being in the bucket truck too.
I'm
So
sure.
it's a
Yeah.
unique way to
Plus,
kind of
you're
honor.
used to being up at the sky.
Yeah.
That's fine. Natural for that's so fun. I'm really excited this year to attend the event, and also to see the lights everywhere.
Mhm.
So, you presented at City Council. Now it's been a couple of months, I feel like, about the contractor, because you do have a new contractor this year,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So tell us a little bit about what some changes might be, and some things that are exciting as well.
So, without giving too much away, because I do want to preserve the magic a little bit,
Yes.
but we will see some differences with the lights this year, and I think that they will be wonderful surprises,
Good.
really. You're going to definitely see some more lights. We will be incorporating color again back
Okay.
into our palm trees. So, if you
Fun.
remember a few years back, we used to do red and green, and we
Yep.
had the fronds, and then we kind of transitioned to white when we started doing some year-round palms that are lit. And so we want to really keep it cohesive. I'm big on having preserving like a consistent aesthetic.
Yeah.
We want it to be welcoming. We want it to look like we
It's
did it with
Christmas.
intention, and it's Christmas, and it looks pretty, and
Yeah.
it matches.
Right.
So we've incorporated some color back into it because it makes it a little bit more festive.
Yeah.
And I think it makes it really unique to like what ours looks like. We don't look like every other town.
Yeah.
That's just
So
doing
true.
white lights.
Yeah.
We have a different Christmas tree this year.
Yes.
It is a Twinkly Pro light tree. So essentially, it has more animation effects in it.
Ooh.
So last year we had like the tree will change colors as it
Mhm.
goes, and there's some strobing.
Yeah.
So it'll have some effects like that, but it will have a lot more what's the word I'm looking for?
Like dimensions.
Yeah, we'll have a lot more options for
Okay.
variations and illuminations,
Yeah.
different color schemes if we wanted to flash or change different colors. I
Fun.
believe the tree this year will be a little bit bigger than what we're used to. And I'm excited to see it.
Yes.
And then we will be implementing what's this new?
Well, tell us about the expansion, because like we're sitting now,
Oh,
part of
that's
the
right,
park
that's right.
in Tuscaloosa.
Yes.
What can we expect on this
So
kind of
if
work?
you haven't ever been over to Tuscola during the holidays, over by the Riley Arts Center, there's a big oak tree,
Yeah.
lots of oak trees going on. We lovingly call it the Oak Grove.
Yes.
We will be lighting all of those trees like we usually do in the past. So if you go to Symphony Under the Lights, you usually experience all the lights in those trees. And then we have a lot of the palm trees here that are by the water's edge will all be lit.
I'm so excited.
And then we'll be adding in some smaller Christmas trees that are kind of like the light strands.
Yeah.
So it's not like the branch tree, but
Yeah.
there will be some standalone trees
That's
that'll kind
fun.
of weave through. So you'll have some illumination here by the sidewalk and by the building.
That's so
To kind of help connect it all a little bit as
Yeah.
well. And normally we have lights in the fountains as well
That's
in the
right.
pond. So it kind of adds a little bit more to it.
Oh, well, I'm so excited because I will be parking here.
Yes.
Walking over, taking the shuttle over, but I'm so excited. It's so special for me, growing up north where like a traditional Christmas is like the snow everywhere, right?
Mhm.
But being a Floridian now for over 20 years, Light Up Ocala is our Christmas for us and it's our tradition. So I'm so excited and grateful that the city does this for us every single year so we can have that cozy hometown feel.
And that's exactly why we want to do it. Like I said, I grew up here.
Yeah.
I was in the Junior Sunshine Parade as a Girl Scout growing up. And so it's really come full circle, and it is about a hometown tradition,
Yeah.
and it is about families being able to take their kids out and have those memories that maybe they got to experience, whether here in their own
Yes.
hometown. You get to see Santa, you
Yeah.
get to sing Christmas carols, you get to maybe do a little bit of early Christmas shopping. We have
Yes.
over 100 vendors this year.
Oh, wow.
That's not even including sponsor tents. That is just vendors, which is more than what it's been the past couple of years. So, since COVID, it's kind of dropped out a little bit, and we're really finally starting to see a lot of vendors and a lot of businesses kind of pick back up and be able to participate. So it's nice when it feels full and everybody comes together. They're all here to have a good time. They're all here to connect and celebrate the holidays.
Oh, well, I'm so grateful and I'm so looking forward to it. So I don't even think we've set the date. November 22nd. November 22nd. So next weekend.
Yes. It's always the Saturday before Thanksgiving. That's the best way to remember. Yes.
Perfect. Oh my gosh.
And we do it that way too, because so many folks come home for Thanksgiving. And if you've never been downtown on Thanksgiving or the day after Thanksgiving, it's actually
busy.
it's very busy.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to go and walk off your turkey dinner,
Absolutely.
and take a stroll and see the tree. And
Yep.
I just love seeing like everybody's photos. I have relatives who they go and take their photos with their kids every
It's so
year, and
beautiful.
you see everybody grow up with it. It's really precious.
Absolutely. So Light Up Ocala, the lights will come on next weekend, November 22nd, starting at 3 o'clock with the Sunshine Parade.
Yes. And then the lighting ceremony is at 6 o'clock.
Fabulous.
So we will begin, we have the mayor come up, we
Yep.
have our city council members come
do the
up.
countdown.
We do a big countdown. We have the giant light switch, and then we turn them all on.
And then they'll stay up until after the new year.
Yes, they usually come down right before MLK Day.
Yes.
So they stay up through the New Year's, and then you'll slowly start to see them come down.
So there's lots of time to enjoy them. Make sure to come out early to support our small businesses that day, and then come back out to enjoy the lights for Small Business Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So we're so excited to celebrate with you. And all the lights and the biggest tree that we've had probably in downtown. So
Definitely.
looking forward to it. Thank you so much for your time today.
Happy to be here.
Holidays, everybody.
Do it. Don't know.